Ain't nobody messing with my queens, listen up. You ain't gotta love me, cause I love me. Put a hand up if you in the trenches building confidence, and put a hand up if you need some mending for your heart that's healing. Salute, say you in attendance, this army's relentless. A weekly dose of motivation, give me your attention. This is for all the queens going heal by any means. They chasing our self-esteem, it's not as hard as it seems. Go, go, go queen, go. Ain't nobody messing with my queens, listen up.
Welcome to the All Queens Army podcast. It's your girl, your host, Coach Breezy. I am here today with another dope episode for the queens. Yes, honey, I'm super duper excited, as always, to be in your ear because you queens know you are in my heart. Yes, and it's my favorite day of the week, which is Monday, because Monday is Motivational Monday here in the queendom. And baby, y'all know what I do on Mondays, which is motivate the shit out of you, okay? And it's my favorite thing to do. I hope it's your favorite thing to do too. Like to get the motivation, you know what I mean? Anyway, I'm super excited about today's topic. Today, we're going to be talking about 5 reasons why focusing on what you give can change what you get. Now, I alluded to this topic on last week's episode because I put a little bit of a spin on how I delivered last week's content and the way I gave you guys the tips and suggestions. And it's all based on the fact that giving can change what you get, okay? What you give can change what you get, because y'all already know, like, what you give is what you get. Everybody remember that? Like, we hear that all the time, like karma, like the golden rule. Yeah, all of that. It's all the same thing, okay? So I'm using that concept to start to motivate you guys to start utilizing the law of attraction and manifestation to change the things that you're receiving in life, okay? So to change the outcomes of things in your life, to change the results of things in your life, to change the relationships in your life, and to change what it is that you're manifesting, okay? So in season 4, you guys are going to hear a lot of me relating things back to the law of attraction. As you all know, if you've been around All Queens Army for a while, I started learning about the law of attraction about, 7 or 8 years ago, and I still am a student of that universal law to this day. So the more I learn and the more I experience and the more I put what I'm learning into practice, I'm going to turn around and regurgitate it right back to you guys once I tried it, honey. Like, once I do it and it works for me, or it don't work and then I got to go back to the drawing board and figure out what I did wrong and then fix it. Yeah, then after that, I can share it with you guys, okay? Because I ain't fitting to be telling y'all nothing that I ain't never did, and I ain't fitting to be talking about some stuff I don't know what I'm talking about, okay? Okay, so before we jump into today's topic, I want to give a couple really quick announcements. First and foremost, you probably noticed that I no longer introduce myself as Breezy Time. I've introduced myself now as Coach Breezy. If you want to hear the back history of that and why I did that and why I'm saying that I'm a coach and why I've actually created life coaching programs and packages on the All Queens Army website, you can check out episode 61, which is the premiere episode for season 4, because I go into a little bit of detail of how that transition happened, okay? Second thing is All Queens Army has a brand new website. Go check it out. Third thing is, yes, I'm still blogging. Remember, I started blogging last season. Every Thursday, there's a new blog on the website, so go check it out. Make sure you subscribe to the All Queens Army podcast. There is a new subscribe page on the All Queens Army website. Click on the subscribe tab. We are on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, YouTube, Amazon's Audible app, Google Podcasts, and Facebook. So choose your favorite platform and subscribe to the All Queens Army podcast. Okay, with that being said, we are going to hop right into today's topic, which is 5 reasons why focusing on what you give can change what you get. So let's jump into it. Hey, let's get into it. Okay, so here's the bottom line, y'all. I'm gonna jump right into it for real. I'm gonna stop playing because I've been playing all day. I'm super hyper today. I must have had way too much coffee. But anyway, so here we go. The first thing I'm going to say is not going to be a surprise if you've ever listened to any of my other content, okay? The bottom line is you attract what you are. It's just that simple. That's what life is. Life is all about you re-experiencing yourself in all sorts of ways and forms of manifestations. Everything that you experience, everything that you go through, every person that you bump into, every circumstance that pops up into your life, everything is a reflection of some part of you. Here's the thing about it. This is the most powerful shit I've ever learned, y'all. And it's why I've continued to study the law of attraction. When I first got introduced to it, I was more curious. But the more I learn about it and the more I delve into it and the more I put the practices of the law of attraction into my life to work for my benefit and stop having the law of attraction attraction work against me and manifest things that I don't want and experiences that I don't want to have. Ever since I've started doing that, I've literally developed a mild obsession with it. And the reason is because the shit is just so powerful. See, what a lot of people will do is they'll look at the situations in their life and they'll primarily focus on the negatives, because that's what we do as humans. We focus so easily on negative things. We focus so easily on what we don't want. We focus so easily on the problems, on the drama, on the issues, on the negativity. It's almost how our brain has been programmed to see issues, to see problems, to see things that could potentially go wrong. We're always looking for the issue. So what happens is when I say things to people like, you attract what you are, people immediately turn to all of the negative things in their life and they reject that theory. And they reject the theory because they're looking at their lives from a negative perspective and saying, oh, hell no. Those things that are happening, those people who are pissing me off, this job that I hate is not a reflection of me. That cannot be true. It cannot be that I'm attracting what I am, because I am not these things. And that's what most people do. And that's why people are so ready to reject that the law of attraction is real. And they're so ready to reject that the things that are happening in their lives are because of them. No accountability. They don't want to be associated with the negative things because, hey, I don't do that. I don't cause this. I ain't that person, so on and so forth. Okay. It's a defense mechanism because we don't like to take ownership of anything negative. We want to see ourselves as wonderful, positive, upbeat, smart. We have all of these positive characteristics that we want to attach to who we are. Now, let's be clear. I'm not saying that we aren't all of those wonderful characteristics, because God damn it, I am all of the wonderful characteristics that I say about myself, and you queens are too. 100%. You are absolutely all of those things. But let's be 100% honest. You are also some things that you need to improve upon. We're not all good with everything. We don't all just have good qualities and good characteristics. We all have a combination of both good qualities and characteristics and things that we need to improve upon, or ideas and attitudes and beliefs and behaviors that no longer serve us in where we are today. Things that we need to mature from, things that we need to evolve past. We all have them. There is no one on earth who is exempt. Okay. So when you're experiencing things that you don't love, that you don't really truly enjoy, all those things are doing is just tapping you to let you know that this is something that's in you. It wants to get your attention, because if you don't realize that you're the reason why certain things keep happening to you, if you think that it's happening just because life is just dealing you a bad hand, then you're always going to feel victimized by everything you go through, and you will unempower yourself from guiding your life in the direction that you want it to go. Because life is literally being created in every millisecond by you, by your thoughts, by your attitude, by the things that you do, by the things that you believe, by who you are and who you've become. So I want people to truly understand that and try to let go of the defensiveness of rejecting that the things that you are going through, the circumstances, the situations, the positives and the negatives are all a manifestation of who you are. Everything about you, your makeup, your history, your experiences, everything. And so here's why I think it's the best shit since sliced bread and why I'm so obsessed with it. Because see, I changed my perception about it and said, look, if I'm creating the negative experiences, if those things are manifesting in my life because of me and who I am, then that means all I have to do is work on me. And as I work on me, and as I heal some of my wounds, and as I get over some of my childhood trauma and work through those things, and as I mend the broken pieces of my heart, and as I acknowledge some of the behaviors and the attitudes and the ways that I deal with things, as I resolve some of these things and I grow and I mature and I evolve into this beautiful fucking queen, I am literally changing my future every single day. I am altering my next experience. I am altering my next relationship. I am literally writing the book. I am literally writing the next chapter for my next business venture, for my next career, for my next promotion, for my next big windfall financially, for all of the positive things that are going to be coming into my life. I'm literally writing that chapter right this second, right now. So I want you queens to please, if you're one of those who try to deny or reject that the things that are happening to you, again, good and bad, are a reflection of you and who you are, I want you guys to please try to open your minds to that. Just try. I'm not saying you have to do it. I'm not beating y'all up. I do feel like I kind of bopped y'all over the head just now. I didn't really mean to bop y'all over the head. This is all said with love. Y'all know I love y'all. Okay, shit, I love me too. And I'm talking to myself too, because I'm not perfect in this journey. None of us are perfect in this journey. We're all on this journey together. Okay, so I just wanted to throw that out there and really help you guys understand that you are attracting what you have. You attract what what you are. It's who you are and what you have become that's attracting the things into your life. And again, this is not some shit that I'm making up, guys. This is specifically and directly from the universal law of attraction, which reveals exactly how and why manifestation works. It's just something I've been studying for the past 7 or 8 years now. And I've told you guys time and time again how I was able to manifest some of the things in my life that I have now. I mean, seriously, if you see where my life is today and where my life was in 2014, my life has literally made a 180-degree turn. So let me build all of what I just said into how focusing on what you can give will change what you can get. I hope you guys are starting to piece it together by that sermon I just gave you, child. But let me just explain it, okay? What we've all been taught and what we all do is focus on what we want. Everyone is focused on what they want. Everyone is focused on what they can get. Everyone is focused on their blessing. Everyone is focused on what makes them happy. Now, understand that when you put your focus on what you're going to get from someone or something, when you put your focus on the result of someone or something, you're actually saying inadvertently that you don't have what you want. So let me put that in layman's terms. If I say that I want love, it means that I don't have it. Because once you have it, you'll stop asking for it. So this part can get a little bit confusing because we also say, well, make sure you ask for what you want and be direct in asking for what you want. We just talked about that last week, right? In last week's episode. So I'm not saying that that's not true. However, when you ask for something, when you say that this is what you want, when you're putting it out there, yes, that is absolutely what you need to do. Okay. You need to put it out in the universe. You need to speak it to the person who can make it happen. You need to let your boss know that you're up for the promotion and you want it. You have to actually say it because that's the first step of manifestation is to actually say what you want. But then the thing about it is you have to become what it is that you want. You can't just say what you want and then expect for other people to give it to you or to grant it to you. You actually say what you want and then you have to become it. You have to become what it is that you want because that's how you manifest it back to yourself. If you say you want something and then you chase it or you focus on it every single day or you obsess over it every single minute, like if you say you want love and you just keep focusing on when is it going to happen? When am I going to get my man or my woman? When is the right person going to come into my life? When am I going to get the ring? When am I going to get married? When am I going to finally experience what I want to experience? If that's the energy that you have about it after you've asked for it, then you're actually pushing love away. Because here's the thing about the law of attraction and manifestation. Again, you only get what you are. You only attract what you are. So if you are love, if you give love in the way that you expect to receive it, if you give love unconditionally, if you give love with your whole heart, if you give love with your guards down, completely vulnerable and transparent in such a way that you're willing to commit, if you give love in the way that you expect to receive it, in the way that you hope to get it back, then that's what you're going to attract. Okay. But if you ask for love and then you're desperately seeking it, it means that there's a void in how you love. There's a void of love in you somewhere. And the more you chase it, the more it runs away from you. The more you want it, the more it doesn't want you. Because I'm telling you, queens, the only thing that you can pull into you are things that you already are. So you actually have to become the love that you want. You have to give the love that you want. You have to do that unconditionally without any expectation of it in return. That is the only way. So that's what I want you queens to understand about giving can change what you get. If it's something that you want, yes, the first step is to communicate it, put it out there, throw it out into the universe, okay? Speak that shit into existence. But the second thing now is something that you have to do. You have to become exactly what it is that you want. You have to give to the universe, to life, to people, to your job, to your business, to your community, to whomever or to whatever it is that you expect to get something out of. You have to give to it exactly what you want to get from it first. See, a lot of people want to put the cart before the horse and they say, well, when I get the promotion, then I'll do the job. Or people will say things like, well, when the person shows me that they're worthy of my love, then I'll give them my whole heart. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. And if you're one of those types of people who want to see the result first before you actually make the change, you're always going to be chasing your tail. You're always going to be one of those people say, I want it, 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 I want it. And you're never going to get it because you have to give before you receive. You have to become what it is that you expect to get back. And when you become it and when you give it, you have to become it and give it with no expectation of getting anything in return. Because when you become a person who just wants to give love, you're not expecting anything back. I'm just a love giver. I don't give a shit if people don't give it back to me. I give love because this is what I want to do, because this is who I am, because this is what I enjoy. And once you do it from that space, from that intention, from that vibration, baby, you attract so much love, you won't even know what to do with it. Now, apply that to any area of your life. Take love out and put anything in that you want to be there. Put relationships with your kids in there. Put relationships with your parents in there. Put a successful business in there. Put making more money in there. Put anything that you want in that part of the sentence, and it still applies. You have to give what you want, and you have to give it before you get it back. You have to do it first, okay? You cannot expect for life or people to give you something that you're not willing to give. You can't expect to receive something that you're not willing to give. Now, let me tell you where so many people have blind spots. So many people will look out and say, but I do work really, really hard. I do give my whole soul to my job, and they still haven't promoted me. So many people will really think that they are giving exactly what they should be giving and that they should be getting in return what they want, and don't understand why they're not getting what they want. Let me explain what happens in those situations, because I'm sure some of you are probably thinking that, like, but I do love wholeheartedly, and I have given my heart 100%, and I have given without expecting anything returned. I have done all of those things, but I still haven't attracted back what I'm giving. If that's you and you feel that way, here's what I'll say about that. If you give with the intention to receive, it's not genuine. Remember, I said you have to give and do and become without expectation. If you do it because you want to receive it, then it's not real. You're doing it with a lack of integrity, okay? You have to just become it just because. See, nobody can give you anything. You have to become everything. Woo! Baby, let me get off this pulpit, okay? Y'all feel me on that? You cannot do things to get something and then get mad that you didn't get what you wanted because you only did it because you wanted it. Imagine how that would feel if you were the receiver of that. Imagine if a person just wanted sex from you, so they wined and dined you and took you out and treated you nice and did all of the things that should make you want to sleep with them. But they're doing it just because they want you to sleep with them. It's the same thing. It needs to be genuine. You can't trick the universe, baby. Your spirit doesn't lie. Energy doesn't lie. You can say whatever you want. You can portray whatever attitude you want, but baby, your energy says it all. And I know it sounds like I'm bopping y'all upside the head, and maybe I am. Maybe some of y'all got a little knot, and I'm sorry. I can give you some ice or whatever, okay? Give you a Tylenol, okay? I love y'all. I'm telling you, I promise this is coming from love. I promise you guys, if I did not learn what I'm telling you guys now, then my life would probably not be no further than it was in 2014 when I was sleeping on my mom's couch in the basement with my 14-year-old son because I got evicted. I got evicted because I lacked integrity. I got evicted because I didn't do what I said I was going to do. I wasn't who I was portraying myself to be. I was walking around with a mask and pretending to be something that really in the core of who I am, I was not. And life knocked me all the way to my entire ass. And the only thing that you can do when you are at rock bottom, when you're at the lowest, ugliest, yuckiest place that you have ever been, the only person that you down there with is you and your goddamn self. And the only person that you can talk to about it is you and God, you and your spirit, you and the universe, whatever it is that you believe. Everybody has different beliefs and I respect them all, okay? But there is nothing else down there for you but for you to figure out how to work on you. And a lot of times people don't even understand the reason you hit rock bottom, the reason that you keep going through life and not getting what you want to the point of frustration is because God, the universe, again, whatever you believe, wants you to start looking at you. It wants you to start looking at yourself. Because after a while, you run out of things to blame. You run out of things to blame. It's all in you and who you are and your energy. That's why I created All Queens Army, because this is a place for us to look in the damn mirror, not to look in the mirror and beat ourselves up, not to look in the mirror and self-deprecate every 5 minutes, not to look in the mirror and criticize every little thing about who we are in our lives. No, but to look in the mirror and adjust your own crown and realize that you have the power. The person that can fix everything that's going wrong is staring you right in the face. And I want you to look in that mirror and see that crown and recognize the dope ass woman that you are. Realize your strength. Adjust your posture. Go out there and change what you give. Stop giving to get. Stop changing just because you want something different. Do it just for your soul. Do it because it feels good. Do it because it frees you. Do it because it empowers you. Become everything that you want, and then everything that you want will be coming to you. Okay? All right, y'all. I'm done. I'm done. I'm stepping off the pulpit because I could go on forever. So with that being said, I'm going to hop off of this pulpit right now, okay? I do have a story to tell. It's my personal story about how I stopped focusing on what I was going to get and how I stopped focusing on results and focused on just what I gave and how that transitioned my career. I'm going to tell that story. I'm going to make it a bonus episode though. So if you want to hear that story, go check out the bonus episode. I'll drop it like a week or so after this episode, okay? So with that being said, queens, I love you so much. I hope I didn't give y'all any bumps, any bruises when I bopped y'all asses over the head today. But if I did, I promise you guys, if you go to the All Queens Army website, there's some ice packs and some Tylenol and all that good stuff for y'all. Okay. I love y'all so much. I promise. And I really appreciate y'all rocking with your girl. I really appreciate you guys staying loyal. I really appreciate you guys motivating me and really enjoying the content, because every time I see those numbers rise on the number of podcast downloads, it makes me feel even more confident to keep dropping what I'm dropping. I love y'all so much. Okay. I will talk to you guys next Motivation Monday. Have a wonderful day. I love y'all. I'll talk to you soon. Okay. Love y'all. Bye.